Dang, there's too many cards over here. All right. So I was putting away these cards, and I was this was the last thing that I seen when we was using these cards, and I was hearing it's gonna rain on your head. Okay. So I don't know. I was also when I was putting away the cards, I was picking up on the energy of them cutting off the hair is like probably getting rid of DNA evidence, getting rid of paperwork that ties me back to, you know, corporations, stakes in companies, royal family, whatever this is. This could be somebody that even went Islam and they were, when they were with me, whether it was a legal or illegal situation, it was a Christian thing, but they want to force, if this person they came from Christianity or they came in the name of Christianity, but they were really Islam. They want me to now be out of the relationship, and then he have another main female after whatever if this is the so-called marriage that I had 20 some years ago, this is somebody that don't want to let me go. They would go as far as to ruin the royal family and the government to make sure that at the end of all this shit and destroy my nation or my nations so that they can have me as a concubine, like divorce me or rewrite the paperwork or use one of my clones as the wife that they've been having prepped up in some nice house, recording this person living nicely, and then record me without no finances as some kind of maiden or some shit like this, right? Or the fact that the person have to, now this man, he was already split from me from the wedding all the way until now, estranged, okay? Or is somebody I don't know, all right? Or is somebody that within the past couple years when they knew that these ramifications were coming in, they removed that person with all their flaws from the home so that people would just look at me in the home, in the main home, okay, without something, okay? And then it would be more, if these people are already, shaking hands and doing these sex parties and all this other shit that they was doing, then people would like the person, if they're in my likeness, they would like the person that they're dealing with. Somebody that's not putting up a fight because they don't have to, because the battle is not theirs. So they've been getting rid of me or evidence of me through the government for the past 8 years. So maybe they can try to take me in a lawsuit, but there's nothing to have. But maybe these people have an Ace of Pentacles or there's a trust fund that can't be touched. Or they couldn't touch it some kind of way, so they're going to try to, wouldn't it be funny if somebody found out that you was like an heiress or something like this, and nobody never told you and they never gave you your money, but then somebody take you to court for a lawsuit, and then all of a sudden this money just appears and people could get to it now. And that's why I said I'm going to just use Rex Procure. I will not understand in court, okay? Because I know that the reality is I'm not supposed to be going to court. Nobody's supposed to be able to sue the king. So that's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm saying. I'm the king of kings, and that's just it. I'm not going to comply to these people. They didn't call me to court when you was dashing out my money to all these fake family members. Hold on, I'm saying. You didn't call me to court when you was passing out all my money, so I couldn't get a lawyer all this time to protect me from whatever this is that y'all been trying to do. So I won't be showing up for that. That's so funny. So they could have tried to do this. Now, there could be a real file, because I see the file is in upright and the file is somewhere in a distant land. Okay, so I don't know. These people might think it could be a good or a bad thing. I mean, the publicity might be nice, but, you get what I'm saying? It just shows how far and how, because I was saying, even if like a celebrity was mad at my channel for what I say or something like this, it's like, damn, you found my channel with only 6,000 views? So it kind of makes sense what I'm saying at that point. Even somebody in my neighborhood to recognize me online with 6,000 views. Even family members to recognize me online with 6,000 views and my channel is nowhere on my page, on my Facebook page. You understand? And there's no rhyme or reason. It's just gonna show that these people been stalking me or something like this. And that's why I was thinking too about YouTube allowing these people to play around with my account or delete videos and stuff like this. So, because I don't have backup copies of everything that I said online, but I know that these people been trying to take chopped up versions of what I say into some place. Because I can be very vulgar, but I'm also kind of careful, really careful. So they could be doing something like that, trying to manipulate what was said to fit their narrative or something like this. But I'm not concerned about it at all. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe this will be the only way to get something. But I don't think, not for me being able to use the Rex Procure. Um, you know, I don't know. So if a man could call himself a woman and change his identity, then I could call myself a king and I don't have to change my sexuality to fit it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said these people try to do all this stuff to try to make the world convenient for LGBTQ and them. Okay, but it's turning into a big bullying antichrist group. Because I feel like all these other people that took this route, if they got gaslit into a situation, all the other family members, they may just be random people, but they were trying to be big things. And they got moved. But somebody that's got God in them is not going to be moved by what these people is doing. And I feel like somebody mad. They too far into something. And so the only thing is, oh, well, we got to shut this person up because they're going to keep on going or something like this. Where did my glasses go? Oh. Boy. All right. So let's see. I'm going to do like a couple cards spread on these cards before I put them away. So I cleaned off the whole table. I put everything away. I was tired of doing that reading. It was thick. It was something I'm like, we'll just, clean off the table and see what we come up with. Because the storyline still should be here in the readings. But I was tired of doing that with those 6 cards. Sometimes I don't know, I feel like that. And I just got to clear the space. It was a lot more, I think, that we could have pulled. Okay? But I just didn't want to do it anymore on that. And I was kind of sad when I was putting the cards away. Because I'm like, oh my goodness, there's so much I can pull from here. But it just, I don't know. I just wanted to clear the table. All right, so let's see if we can find out about these things here. All right. We got this blue person and then the mature woman. Somebody could be trying to take something to the courthouse, but there might be like a trial or something, but it might be fair. There's nothing to be concerned about. Something is going to be fair, or this could be, again, something is going to, if somebody is trying to like push a scenario or something, whatever this is could end up backfiring on these people. Okay? In somebody's situation. This could this could also be somebody with this blue hair that want to vindicate. I think that's something good, right? Like get this person out or stop people from doing something to a mature woman. Okay. That could be something like that. Okay. Another fair deal, but playing make-believe, pretending that I care, saying I love you and not always be there. Yeah, something is opposition, though. Like somebody's going to get hurt or something. Hold on. Yeah, health concerns. Something is going, something could be backfiring. Uh-oh, what was that? Oh my goodness, hold on. We got the Ice King and the Trumpet. The ice cream. The Ice King, the Noble, and the Trumpet is in reverse. This ain't supposed to be in here. Hold on. I don't know. Somebody could have been icy against their parents or something, and then now they're not. They're icy against you, or they were icy against you, and now they're icy against their parents or a group or something that they were dealing with. Like somebody is acting something, because I feel like somebody could have stole something from somebody. This could be snatching somebody's soul, stealing somebody's heart. Okay, stealing somebody's, I don't know, something strange, something normally people don't steal. We got the veil, beyond the veil, energy in reverse. These people could know each other. Yeah, somebody could be jealous because they didn't want somebody to be single and successful, but this person's chakras is in alignment. So somebody's doing death spells on the person and also confusing a male about a situation to manipulate. So this could be like, okay, to stop an awakening. Okay, so this could be like a mother and a mother-in-law or a den mother or something like this. This could be somebody stealing a baby out of your womb. Okay, these people, like say people that get snatched out of the Truman Show and they're shown who their real mother is, or they go through that full process. Somebody could have went through this process and it has something to do with the mother that you knew. Say this is somebody from your neighborhood, a friend, a cousin, somebody you dated, somebody you was married to. You knew his family to look one way, but this was presenting this person. The real true aspects of this person is different. The parents ain't the same. You know, these are like one of these, I don't know, in somebody's situation, this could be one of these groups, okay? Yeah, they're trying to stop a love offer because these people was in real love when they was young. And this person, they could have been together when they were younger. This person was supposed to give a love offer to move to higher lengths or something. But this mother and this other mother, like, this is like somebody could be transgender and they can't have children. So another woman actually was the surrogate for their child. And then, you know, later on in life, they meet the other mother that's actually birthed them, you know, and this person is a witch, a dark witch, and they start manipulating the person. So these people could have stopped a love offer from coming to you or me. This could even be somebody that convinced them, oh, just leave that. She's a piece of trash. Just leave her alone. You're going to go off and do this. And they could have took a blessing. Say you got married to this person. They took the blessing of whatever you guys solidified because say I come with a crown. Somebody marry me. The man might not know. The woman may not know. But the mothers are old witches. They knew. You understand? So when it was time to give the big offer after this person get blissed in, or if they do some type of marriage ceremony or something like this, then the actual love offer, like somebody giving you their heart, they didn't give you their heart. They restricted that from you during the union for whatever reason. I don't know. Like this could have worked. Even you could have loved this person, even though y'all didn't have her. Y'all just was connected, right? The person didn't need to have a heart with you in your reality with this person. You still love this person, and this person showed some way of loving you. Okay. See, they don't want you to be awakened because that's what I said. It's almost like my whole wedding party stole my crown and ran to another country. It's like family, friends, other people's family from the other families we knew. It's a group of people that stole my crown and my oldest child. Okay, could be even the twins. Okay, and they got sent, or they could have all jumped on a spaceship. God could have came and picked them up in the rapture. I don't know what it is, but they could have had a dummy version of me or a decoy version of me with them. I don't know. But these people all went off and they have totally different lives. Although I thought that I was living in this house, in my house or in my homes with these people. These are not the people. These are people in their likeness, but these are not the original people. Their life, if I met these people, their life is totally different than mine. They live with money and shit like this, power. Okay? And that shit could have been used against me to make sure that I'll never wake up and sit on my throne or, you know, claim something, okay? Now, I was just at the store, and I seen a man and he had a shirt on and it was like Africa, and then he had like it was like a big Africa theme with like Jamaican colors, and then it had Roots Africa. Um and I was just looking at that shirt. I'm like, that's good for him. But it's it's almost like even if the government has extra vassals or vehicles or clones of mine that are connected and they have this DNA, they could have tried to create me overnight with another ethnicity or something like this, so that after this they could try to send me to another country, or they're saying that I'm rooted in another country. Now this could be a sister or a brother that's been using my identity, or this spouse or his girlfriend or something like this is not mine, but this is what they trying to do. Okay, we'll just tell you on this channel before they even get to do it. Okay, this is America and England, baby. It ain't changing. So somebody was, and even when you wasn't with this person, if they took this man at any point in time since I met him, before the wedding, after the wedding or something, I was still a sweetheart energy. Okay, or you, whoever this is. Okay, it went from you being this to being alone and still being, or the way that this agency looks at it, it's like they're saying, oh, you're a single mom, but you have somebody there with you, but it's a stalemate. This person can't love you the way that you need to be loved. They can't tend to you the way, it's like a robot pet dog person. It doesn't. And again, if you come to a problem with this person, and at first they would do things for you no problem or something, and now they're like barking and biting at you, or they don't want to do favors for you, or maybe if you this is like a person being like a human level seeing eye dog. They don't want to protect you. You're getting harmed. You didn't even know that you live in a special society like this. Nobody told you. You thought everything was real. Okay, but it's really not. All right, it was just to keep you stagnant. All right, with somebody that can't give you the things that your species needs. All right. Now, I think that they do these so that the women can go out and find it elsewhere, and they will have a lot of compiled up evidence against this person. So when a person go and do a secret divorce in the future, they can just use their money to do a one-sided court case and get a divorce. They can just do it with no problem. They could just try to prove something. Or if the person is estranged from you, they could pay people a couple $1,000s to come and, penetrate you or do something to you to make it seem like people in your house or whatever this is. Okay. So somebody could have been a sweetheart. Okay. While you had this other person with you, but this other person is being manipulated. So say I'm the only one that could talk to this masculine and tell him what to do or ask him stuff or whatever this is. He's supposed to be serving me. But I can detect that somebody else is manipulating this person now. This is a sweetheart, but somebody else is handling this person now. They've changed something. All right. Now, these women here, I never met this real mother. I never met this other side of the family. I never met these off the grid people that pretended like they was dead and went off the grid with the money that they took from our union. I don't know how far this person, I don't know if this person knows that that's what's happened. I don't know if they told that, oh, she's just a low caste being. Don't worry about her. And the whole clan, even people in my family, his family, everybody's family was living off of his finances and making rules for us. These are the damn sale people, period. So that's the thing of living somebody in the pit. The pit could also be, searching for answers inside, out, however you see them, signs and symbols. Somebody could have dropped me in the tarot, like try to push me out of the Bible, even though we still incorporate our Bible here, to make me look like just a tarot reader, like the rest of the hoes that figured out what these people do with their gifts. But I must be doing something real right and wrong because these people is upset. You hear me? I'm hearing if somebody got this tapped in, then people get scared and they will just take the stalemate and leave your ass behind. And there will be no traces of these people. They have different names. They live in different countries. Some of these people, I got married 20 something years ago, allegedly. Some of these people could be, in Ireland, they got a Irish accent. They could be in Jamaica. They got a Jamaican accent. They could be in England, in the UK. They have the accent. That lets me know that you weren't planning on me being somebody that would be looked at or accepted by England because I don't have the accent. If they would have took me there and we would have started our lives on a certain kind of path there 20 something years ago, I would have it. Right? But that's not the case, okay? So, they have people that look like my play sisters, people that look like family members, that look like my daughter. And I could see them online that look like friends I used to grow up with. And I could see them with British accents online. I've detected them or spotted them on different channels throughout just watching online. So you obviously was going to leave out the person with this consciousness that's fighting for something. You obviously were going to leave me out, and you were going to take something that's not a royal and use it instead, or act like, no, we got the one. No, you don't. So again, yeah, this could be how it is here. Okay, now see, since somebody is a nice guy and a sweetheart, they don't want me and this person to have this abundance or this labor or whatever this is. This could also be if these people were traffickers or cartel members, they don't want people to know the files that have been on track as to why you already earned this basket full of labor. At least I did. They're going to try to make me start over. They're going to confiscate the proof that I already sexed my way to the top, not being, a complete whore or a fucking prostitute, but I've already given love to these people. I've already been a fountain for these people. I've already healed these people. I've already been the empress before I knew and kissed these boys and made them come alive and not cry. Okay, they tried to make me cry after I brought them back to life in the dead part of the Dead Sea, or in that city, or this place in between Illinois and Wisconsin, or Chicago and Milwaukee. So I've already done the work. So somebody has done something to stop the finances that's coming for me to reap my harvest, because they're mad because I'm not talking the way that they want to. But this already been done. The work has already been done. It's time to pay up or forfeit the whole thing, including your titles. So again, there's two people that might just want to be together and be good people. This could be like a Lord God energy or a Christ and a Jesus energy. The motive is this. Even if we had to get rowdy, you understand? It's still, these are good people here. Okay. Now, there could be some trees or something, or a tree that's supporting this male. And there could be some sunflowers that's supporting this feminine. So it's like somebody threw me the tarot readers. Okay. And there might be some good tarot readers sprinkled in here, and they stand with this person because they see, or they may be good, they might be empaths. They hear what I'm saying, but because they are what I am, or they can see, or something like this, or they have this gift and they know how it feels. There's some righteous ones that may feel offended when I say some of the stuff I say about tarot readers. But if you're not that way, then you're not one of the tarot readers that I'm talking about, and you're not going to get offended. So there could be something like this here, that these people that are seers or practice, some people that have looked in a situation, they see that somebody is a good person. They could have said you was horrible with kids, but they seen you good with kids. They could say this and that, whatever. You was an alcoholic, but they never seen you doing drugs. They've been watching you for 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, 20 years, your whole life, some of these people. And they think that something is wrong. All right? So it could be something like that. But again, people like, if you're not going to be like us. So this is me stopping Genesis when they said, oh, this person is righteous. Let us find somebody like us. And this is how we get the corrupt 1%. It ain't because they Jews. It ain't because of nothing. It's because of these particular things right here. That they don't want me and somebody that is a good guy. This could be somebody that's being ripped apart in the public eye. They could be famous. And I could be somebody that they're ripping apart, what you would call in the lower realms. Okay, that's just basically it. Like in just reality. Okay, they're trying to harass me and rip me apart, and then somebody could be famous and they being ripped apart. And these two people are normally nice people. I'm not saying it have to be that way. Okay, this could be me and the person. They could have tried to send the nice guy on a mission and then send him back next to me. Okay, because my person been trying to, I mean, not my person, my other half allegedly has been trying to be nice to me, come sit in the living room, sit on the couch. He's downstairs again. He stopped watching TV downstairs probably like 6 months to a year. Now so I'm noticing a pattern of, you're not the same one that was just here that little bit ago. Okay, so, I had to do this on my own as much as I can. So it could be that situation. Okay. It could be some situation like that. All right. So I don't know. Because so, or there's another woman here that is supported by these sunflowers, or this is a very okay, okay, now that changes everything. Okay, so this is another scenario. This person here is propping themselves up like they a sweetheart. They done took all the little things that I said about the truth about black people and these people and those people and how they're moving. And then they're trying to make it seem like, see, we don't like this person. She don't like black people. It ain't like somebody ain't trying to reprimand. No, this person don't like black people, because I told you black people don't like when people tell them something. Normally black people could get away with it, but they trying to say you not black, you from somewhere else. Can't talk to us like that. It's something, anything, so black people or some kind of so-called African Americans don't have to take responsibility for their portion of something. Okay, so and it's just not going to change. Okay, and so because I know that most black people you have here now that's surrounding these situations, they're not American, and they have an envy or jealousy for Americans, or a hate or something like this. Okay, and so I know what you did. You almost killed out all the people, the original or autochthonous people. And that's why the Christ is here to say no more. And so I know what you're doing. Because these people could have did DNA on themselves and found, now they got to be nice. Because these people could be the foreign people. Okay? It's either or. And we have thief here. So this person is, that's why I said, somebody, in another case, somebody is saying that this is a sweetheart. This could be somebody that this person is already with. I want to get rid of Exhibit A. I'm Exhibit A. I want this one. See how sweet she is to black people or people that don't even deserve it or whatever this is. But somebody is a thief. They really just don't want to get in trouble. And somebody could be tied to the Ukraine, or this person is tied to these older twins. Somebody's got twins. All right. I don't know. This could even be like the Diddy energy or something like this. And then the karmic ending 1010 energy, which is the thief. Which those is whose those twins is. And this is not private. Anybody can look at this and see. So this person could have cared about, they could have called themselves caring about me, but these people think they got some ranking here in this area. Okay. And this is when it all falls down. Okay. Yeah, because again, we got this energy up here where vengeance is mine, says the Lord. So these people could be trying to act very nice right now to win the hearts of the community people. Because I told you, when black people kill black people in the hood, they don't like to tell on Lil Bobby, you know what I'm saying, around the corner, because Lil Bobby and them got a gang that everybody is scared of. But if a police officer come and kill or accidentally killed a child or something, or kill a person or something like this, they gonna rally, they're gonna try to do whatever they can. So you see what I'm saying. So these are these communities that's tight knit, or they got generations of witches in it and stuff like this. And they feel like when they say bark, or if they say you better apologize, that's going to happen. And it's just not going to happen in this case. So I don't give a fuck what nobody is saying. Whatever color you is, you're not fucking talking to me. After I know the things that you did to restrict me or steal from me, or these are people that sexually harass people into joining them, or else we got power in the city that if court papers is coming to you, or if money is coming to you, we can stop it in this city, in this county, in Racine County. We can stop it. We got roots or something that go back to Africa or something, and everybody wants these foreigners to come in here and claim this, and they want the foreigners to be in charge of Americans, but you done came to America's door, and I don't give a fuck what you got here with me. I will stand the fuck alone on mine. Okay, vengeance is not yours against me, motherfucker. I came here to judge the nations, the courthouses, the motherfuckers in the family, whoever else has something to do with taking something from me. So we have vengeance is mine is here. Okay. So I don't care how nice these people could have been in the media. You know, they're not talking about Diddy no more. Beauty 1994 19's kin. Could also be my kin, possibly. They're not talking about them no more. They're trying to redefine or something like this, because these wicked motherfuckers don't want something to change. And it's just too bad. Yeah, there could be a love spell where somebody got this person caring about something. Maybe this person was for you, or this was a demonic energy, but they cared about you. People could be trying to get this person to go with somebody else now or something like this. Okay. They could be doing something like this. Yeah, to block gifts. I told you. These is also people that came from the same city as me, but when they got persecuted, they ran to the next city. And this is the city that they live in now. And they thought they'd just sit here and lie and wait for me to come and wait for my inheritance and all this shit to come into me and just take it, stop it, block it, drop it, share it with other people or something. Because somebody don't want me to have this gift. Again, I'm not seeing things on the level of these people, but I don't have to humble myself to these people to get what's due for me in the first place. You used it to get yourself on the run. Okay, you felt persecuted or something. Y'all started a group or something. Y'all all fine. Y'all got money now. Where's my shit? Like, that's just the thing here. Okay. Yeah, somebody trying to stop messages from coming in too and gifts. Okay. They're not obsessed with someone anymore. Okay. All right. Somebody they got animosity here. Okay. Or this because you got animosity, or you like, what has y'all been doing with my name and my image? What have you been doing with my children? What did you do with my children? What did you do with my spouse? What did you do with the other family members that look like you? What did you do? And so somebody, they feel like I got animosity. But you've been blocking gifts. You've been blocking my mail. You've been blocking something. Again, there's some kind of weird obsession going on. And this is what you get. This is the wrath now. Because vengeance is mine, remember? Now, this is the wrath. These people ain't tricking nobody. I'm the one you stole from to come up out of Egypt or the lower realms and make yourself regular people again. Or the us people, I'm the one you stole energy from, essence from, children from, blood from, plasma from, or whatever the fuck you've been doing to bring yourself back to life. Okay? So that's what that is. Okay? So again, I'm sorry if I'm not thinking about no love with these people. And yes, you might have animosity, but this is mirroring right back at these people. Okay? So I don't know what to tell nobody. All right? But these could be fake nice people. Okay? Or these people have done something like bore children with me against my will, and they don't want to be seen like this in the public eye. Somebody would rather be seen as somebody that do freaky parties than that would do something like this. Even though these people might have it in their mind, I did that because I had future reference. I knew that they was going to persecute you or steal your womb or something, but they sat here and waited. These people supposed to have money or pull or connections, and they sat here and waited and let them people do that to somebody. Okay? Because it's almost like, so, well, I have kids by you or something, and even if you don't make it, I will be able to, we won't have your DNA per se. We don't need you no more. But we got something like it with these children. Do you understand what I'm saying? So somebody that's acting like they're a sweetheart or something like this actually is a thief. All right. This could also be somebody say you're all in it to help yourself and other people. But if everybody else is hiding everything that's going on around you from you or blocking it, and you can only see what's happening to you, but hopefully what's happening to me, if I can get through the blockage, then it's going to free a lot of other people. See, people selfish. They don't want to think of it like that. Or why do we got to pay all attention? Because most of these people is jealous because there was something about you from birth, or there was a prophecy on your life that everybody knew behind your back and they didn't say nothing. And they tired of having to look at you like this. You ain't did nothing special. I built this businesses and I did this and I got money, and look at my $1 billion house. I'm a millionaire now. Look at me. This person haven't done anything, but this is what they've been blocking so that they can say that today. All right. They've been capping as well. Somebody been trying, they want to get somebody upset so that they can siphon energy or adrenochrome from somebody or something like this. All right. So, they could be anybody that's connected to these particular people. I don't know who they is exactly, unless I would just probably say it. All right. So again, I think that that's what this is. Because there's a familiar energy. The 1010 energy could be an alien version of me that they created, that has the shape or something that these people want. But this person stole everything else from me, the earthly things that I would need to survive, my identity, my name, or whatever this is, even if there's a secret name in some classified documents like the ones that was in Biden's house and Trump's house. Okay? That. Okay? So this alien race or something, they didn't patch me up or something, or they didn't fix me. All right, but they're gonna go on because they wasn't gonna do it like that Beyond Limits or whatever that show I was telling y'all about. They wasn't gonna do it. They needed the person to be to say because we talking about just people changing, and do you want to accept AI? This is a version of that shit too. Do you want to accept an alien to come in because you couldn't lose weight, or you didn't know how to get your money or something like this, your money up, or you didn't know how to fight these people that stole your inheritance? So just let the alien take over, because these could be advanced, but these could be dangerous to people, right? So again, we have this energy here. All right. And then we have forgotten here. Again, whoever this is that's floating higher than everybody else, they don't have to have no thoughts of love. You should not have no thoughts of love for these people, because they've done something so detrimental that they thought that they could use their money and throw their weight around to act like this never happened to you, because you may not have proof of this. But somebody could be a supernatural being here. It could be as something as long as something as that. You should have been on a supernatural being list and they got you on a blacklist and they tried to bury you in it. Okay? Something like this. Okay? So this is what's going on here. All right? Somebody also wants to say, like, you don't even notice these people when they come and go, or these entities or these things or whatever this is. All right? But somebody want to make you feel like, oh, ain't you mad that I'm not there no more? Well, damn, I thought you was about to get off work at 4 o'clock and walk through the door, or something that looked like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you want, because that's why I said, if real love haven't been existing in a relationship since teenage years, it's almost, excuse me, it's almost like these people got what they wanted. Okay? This could also be if they killed me as Jesus back then in high school around the age of 15. This 1010 energy got into the background energy with this male. Okay? This person could, or somebody else, okay, that might got a 6-pack or something. They got with this person. They killed me so that the person wouldn't give me the love offer. All right? So that they can also use my essence to build up a nation of women in some type of sense. Okay? Maybe even in my likeness. Okay? Things like this. Because then you would have to say, then who's copying who? There's a copyright or something on my body, on my physique, on my shape that I had when I was a young girl. That could have had me a secret fetish town beauty on the low. Boys wouldn't give me no attention in public, but they could have been watching me some kind of way, and this could have been some kind of obsession here. Even tied in with the John Benet Ramsey, these people were exploiting me some kind of way. All right? Or somebody else. All right? And so now, we got all these years, whatever. There could be other girls that was chosen, but there's still men that know how it felt the first time they encountered my energy or something like this. Do you understand? This could be also, like I said, you could be an alien, or you could be something like that, like you could be something else, like I said, a supernatural or something like this. And again, these people wanted to restrict you from knowing what abilities you have so that they can use it with other people. Or this is like in the garden. This is Adam and Eve early on, banging and shit like this and having fun and having, doing and be living free, kind of like you could see like a little young energy like this with Krishan and Blueface or something like this. But what was I going to say? Maybe they don't want me to say it. Okay. Being like this or whatever, but I don't know. Somebody could have, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not supposed to say it because it just went clear out of my mind. Okay. It could have been on display. And then you got all these silent stalkers, women and men that never felt love before, that was jealous of what we were able to have. Other people our age or whatever, watching us in these camps or whatever. Watching our love and being jealous about it, and wanting to maybe be obsessed or harmed. Okay? Harm us or something like this. Okay? So this could be, because I'm hearing some of these people got a restart or a refill. That's what they were supposed to do with me, but instead they just got somebody else or something here that was jealous here at this point. Because again, this person got green eyes here. What color eyes he got? Brown. All right. And then this person could have also took something from this nice guy, right? Brown eyes, okay? And then we got the green eyes here with this green eyed person here. Somebody been this an older woman or something here that been connected to this boy, overseeing this boy since back then. And then this person eyes is brown and this person eyes is brown. This can even be like my dad and me seeing things on an earthly level. And then some other woman here. This could be a handler of this person. This could be somebody like a 50 Shades of Grey that was like the molester of this boy, right? That was getting him to have sex. Oh, that's what I was going to say. To have sex or be around this girl and then bring that good energy back to these sunflowers or bring the energy back to these people. And now the sunflowers are turning against the sun. All right? Because even this person had the sun back then shining on them. This could be a father that had their daughter or son could be the son, and they was doting on their father, or just like, oh, my father's such a nice guy, I love my dad, or something. Do you understand? Okay, and so this energy here, this person could have been handling this person and having this person, they about the money, okay, all about the Benjamins. And so they had this person being with this girl and then sharing this with these other trees and with these sunflowers to make other seers that have the same vision as this person. That's all I can think. But I'm also seeing that, I don't know, somebody had, at some point in time, it's almost like if this is this alien girl, they had to pretend like, you know, they had to pretend like they got brown eyes, like they can't see things higher. All right? Could have even took something from this boy. Memory, visions, something like this. All right? This could also be with this. Somebody could be like, yeah, nice guy, but you was working with the Ukraine or something like this, or these twins, or you connected here. And then it's like, this could be somebody else trying to like, back in the day, they used to deal with this with kings and queens traveling. There'd be people running through dressed up in nice clothes and coming through town and going to taverns or riding through town like, yes, we're the queen, give us your money and stuff like this, right? And those were not the king and queen, okay? And the people got swindled. And they was giving stuff to them or, you know, throwing gold at them and stuff like this. And they were not the actual king and queen. It could be a situation like this. We could look at it like that as well. All right. Because if these is people that's trying to play fake nice to get my money or get my work and efforts, they're not getting it. Or to pretend to support me or you or whoever this is, they're not getting it. All right. And like I said, if these are the two originals and they're trying to say that when they met us, we was a messed up family. Somebody could, but we was really good people, and they just didn't want us to have money and be good people because we could start a good foundation. See, when these fake gods been coming on the earth all this time, what I'm hearing is they all get a chance. That's why we have so many different militias and hidden, you know, cults and stuff around the nation now, because they were getting this money, even if it was not their money, even if they was taking it from another person or kingdom, they were using it to build something. These little, off the grid palaces and shit like this. They didn't, so they don't want no king, but they walk around here acting like they got authority over other people's life, going in other people's jurisdiction, taking from them, dictating what they doing, but they don't want no kings. No, you just, even if they was in the Bible or Bible thumpers, you don't want the king of kings because you motherfuckers really represent the synagogue of Satan and the Antichrist. And so you seen that we did have something that looked like a good family. And you tried to rip the shit apart, so we can't get this, so we can start something as to for people like this for real. Okay, so we couldn't go scrape up the last people that's got a little bit of hope or something like this and place them somewhere and invest in this. All right, to helping another person down, what America is supposed to be about. So you're gonna make sure, you're gonna try to make sure now that you don't make you try to hurt me to make me want to hurt other people. And then you're going to try to make sure now that I don't get nothing because I'm telling you what I'm going to do with it. And then who we going after with it. So, you know, somebody's like, okay, the pathway is open. Go ahead. But we're not giving you that money. All right. So somebody might not, somebody could sacrifice me or something like this, or try to something like this. Let's see. I want to do tarot. So we got a little bit of the basis of the thing here. All right. Because you would think that if the favor was that this person was taking this energy and giving it to these sunflowers or whatever this is, you would think that, but if the person going to shine too bright, then no, we don't want that. Let's just get somebody that kind of like on just, they shining bright. They got a lot of views, but they seem sweet, but they also, the gifts that they have is inclined with the rest of us. They're not outshining us like the sun would. It's something very selfish or something like this. Cause like, how dare like be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know what's wrong with people. Cause you gotta be grateful. That's why I said they get mad. They acting like I'm weird. If I know a celebrity or something is one of these celebrities that go against me or something, or want to trap me, or they care about me, they say they care about me so much that they just want to know what I'm doing all the time. But this just seemed like hate. Now, it just seemed like you don't want me to have nothing. Or say all the people in my family have already made it big. The people that's still in the Truman Show, they just plants. They don't really matter. They gotta stay there just in case somebody come back home after 10 years and say, hey, and they're like, oh my goodness, how you doing, Sonny? They might need some of these people to stay, if they alive still, to stay in the Truman Show. All right. But again, I guess whatever this is, or I will have to depend on other people's foundation. And if they going to let me come stay with them after they done deprived me from all my inheritances and used it to make themselves something. I don't know. Okay. Or yours, whoever feel like they can relate to this. Okay. So let's go ahead. All right. That's what I could only give you the rundown about what I'm feeling and seeing. Nobody said it's up to you. It's for me to drop the jewels and people to go ahead and research what I said, and you're going to find the time if you work hard enough. All right. Okay. So, I want to know. Okay. We're going to need something like this. Okay. So let's go. Hope you guys feeling okay today. Y'all, I don't like the fact that I have to put these messages out either, and it can make a blemish, but I'm really somebody that don't care what you think about me. As long as you're not, listen, what you think about me should never justify you putting your hands on me, or you trying to go in my private information, things that's illegal, looking at my social security number, my birth certificate, and shit, my private information, that's illegal. And your ass should be going to jail. It's just the bottom line. I don't care who you are. Some of these people, their time is up on this earth already. You've been here 80 years plus, and you was only supposed to be here for 80 years. Or you've been here for 160 years. You only supposed to be here for 80 years. It's time. Okay? So somebody is thinking about something here. All right? Say something is all built. That's like the people from Avatar, all that nourishment that they got all them years from that tree. Everybody for decades and generations knew about that tree. But it'll be some niggas that'll say, oh, what you mean? This tree ain't gonna be here for us no more? It's about to get some legs and be able to walk away with some inheritance? Oh, hell no. We're gonna chop this tree down and break it up into pieces. But we might kill the tree and it might not work. Well, I'm about to try before they move this tree out of here, because what if we don't have this tree no more, then we ain't gonna have what we was getting. Do you understand? And niggas could be anybody that's ignorant than the motherfucker. Any race, any color, any title. Okay? Yeah, two people deserve to be happy with each other or something. But there's a King of Wands that ain't seeing it that way. This King of Wands might want these people to be breadcrumb, but they about to be breadcrumb. All right? Because somebody is shining bright, and that's why they want to kill a person here. Because they had it in their head that everybody was going to be, this was going to be the villain era. But ain't the villain usually a good guy or a good girl that start off, and then the abuse that they suffer amongst other people is the reason why they might be looked at as crazy or harmful or brutal or something like this. And it changes them. The hurt and things changes them. And so they put on an ugly face, or they put on a mask or something, and then they just go with the flow of what people are saying about them. I'm a monster. Okay, I'm going to be a monster. And they might do some sneaky stuff, or, I don't even know what the Joker was doing. Somebody like the Joker or something. I don't know what he was supposed to be doing or something like this. You know what I'm saying? All right. But then wouldn't that be people like us? Wouldn't I be a villain too? You just don't want to give me the power to do whatever I want to harm the people. You just want to call me a villain because I was somebody that was abused by a group of people, but I can't even put my villain costume on and be a villain and go stab some people or something. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what these motherfuckers do. I'm trying to tell you, this is what they do. I'm going to try to make you a vampire and take away your holiness, but we're not going to let you have no superpowers. Oh, we're going to let you be a werewolf, but you're not going to get a werewolf body. You know, oh, we're going to let you. See what I'm saying? It's about impairing or causing, forcing impediments or causing impairment. Yeah, bad witches. The high priestess in reverse. All right? Or saying somebody's a bad witch. Don't give them this. Don't give them that. But justice will prevail in a situation. Okay? These could be these dirty family members or, like I said, these fake sons of David or whatever this is. Okay? These people that was at the bottom or something like this, they felt like, you know, they got treated this way, so they wanted to pin you down so that you could be treated that way too. All right? You shouldn't just be able to get it that easy. Okay? Yeah, there's a group of people that's going down. When this justice comes in, that's the truth. Because somebody is not somebody's time to die. It's actually a person's time to live. I told you, somebody is not dead or alive. You know, this when fools start messing around with stuff. Yeah, somebody's sad about this, okay? It's something like this. Now, somebody don't want you to be birthed, okay? They don't want, well, I mean, this might be a bad thing for you and a good thing for them. The world card energy, if you done got to, you're not floating around, okay, we're floating around in this little space no more and being on display. You know, you want to know what it feels like. This could be also a masculine energy that was being held on by your family, an interest of yours, a love interest, or partner of yours, or supposedly somebody else could have been holding this person tight away from you. A lot of time, oh, after this happened, then we'll let you go over there. Oh, after this, then you could be with that person. Oh, after I'm gone, after I'm done, somebody could have went and tried to make themselves immortal off of my energy or this person's energy. And then now they're like, no, I'm never letting you go because now I'm immortal. So I know I promised that after I was gone, you could have this person. But no, I don't want to get a person away. Either way. So somebody could try to birth a person out of this energy here or birth in America here. All right, we got a Queen of Cups, Mommy Watson energy in reverse, okay? And then we have the sun. The sun could be shining something on these people. And it might be the fact that somebody was keeping somebody was a part of their imprisonment. That's why somebody is not going to get this victory over this person. A person was a part of your imprisonment, okay? Or mine. All right? Mental, however, okay? And there's a tower coming, okay? I mean, these people murdered your or left your or sent your children away or something to keep you in some type of situation here. I'm telling you. King of Pentacles, somebody ain't got nothing left. And this might be whoever this is about to rain on this person's head. Could also be connected to these twins. Because they, not Bobsy twin, I don't know. But some of these twin, how I told you with the Cabbage Patch Kids, like put all the babies in a pile and just let somebody, or these foundlings or whatever. They used to bring them in on the train, and then people would just in rural areas, and people would just say, oh, I'll take that kid and that kid and that kid. I need to help on the farm. Some family trees are made off of shit like this, but that wasn't them people's kids. So some family trees got to go back all the way to the beginning. They just ain't who they, you see what I'm saying? Okay. And so, and some of these children could be foundling, or this is a new way. The cartel could be a new way of this foundling thing. And some of these children could also be in the limelight. Okay. And it's almost like putting all the kids in a place and just spinning the adults around and just say, pick one, you know, and then later on, you know, just pick one of these birth certificates off the table and just go about your business. That's what the kid's name is going to be. So there could be a group of children that was under some type of, maybe some of these people already got a settlement because they found out that they were a part of a program or something like this. And you're the only one that didn't, or something like this. But what I'm saying is true. In some communities, what they could have been doing here. All right. And just pick up one of the birth certificates. Yeah, it don't matter. The kid's name is Henry. It's a girl. Yeah, just name it Henry. It's okay. Kind of sounds kind of cool. So that later on, the DNA test, I'm guessing, was supposed to be the thing to make something right. Somebody can't be left out in the cold. Okay, he just flipped over in the upright. Okay, somebody can't try to move into the day. You ain't even a witch, but somebody put you as a sacrifice with the harvest girls. You're not even a witch, or you're not an active one. Like, how you gonna sacrifice this person? Like, I don't know what's wrong with these people. Okay. Yeah, somebody cannot take something from. I'm telling you, this is. I kept on seeing the Nine of Pentacles with that demon man in reverse, and then here it is again. Somebody is not like the rest. They cannot take. You could be amongst a group of women, like a group of cows or something, and like, yeah, after 20 years of having a cow, you gotta, give them a. You gotta spay and neuter or whatever them, or else, now after 20 years of using them to produce children, to produce veil or something, okay, after this much time, after 10 years, now you could use them for, milk, or I don't know how they do, farming with cows, but I'm making up something. Okay. And so somebody was in the pool of the other cows to be slaughtered, but this cow is not that kind of cow. Like today, we slaughtering all the dairy cows. We got some new ones coming in. They got sick or something. But you in there with them, but you not sick. You not like them. You wasn't even a dairy cow. How the fuck I get in here? You know what I'm saying? I might be producing some of the best beef, or, whatever this is for the past 20 years or something. Wait a minute. You don't want to pay me for my stuff? So somebody is trying to make somebody like the rest of these people, and I think that these are people that like get hysterectomies or something like this, okay, or something. They doing something to somebody's womb or something here before they send them on their way. All right, and I feel like this is an illusion. This could also be China or some other people talking about a one-child policy. Somebody can have a baby of you somewhere else in the world, and they're like, "Oh, you already got one baby," after you found out your whole family was fake. And the children you birthed, they had you birth other women's children for 20 years later. They can try to say that you stole them children. And now the children is old enough. So even if these people go to court and say, yeah, I used to live with a lady named, Shalonda or whatever, and they 20 something years old living in another state, country or something. They don't have to come back to me to try to say something. What they gonna do? The child is already with the real mama that used my womb, or used my home at some point in time. Because some of these bitches then killed your kids or sent them to another land with a whole nother name. You'll never find them again. So they can have a supply of energy like yours. Okay? You understand? Or mine. And they done spliced up in a lab something in the likeness, like I said. So again, the way somebody might be described, people is also limiting my channel so that they can start studying what I'm saying on here, and then they can put them online with a bigger following, and then they can get they can still shun out or block out the Holy Spirit, like it's already warned us in other biblical writings. All right, and then they can all go crying this, but it wasn't their wombs that were being used. But these people might work in the law, or they know this scamming thing. And they're like, oh, bitch, you didn't even know what to do. You know how powerful you is? You was only supposed to say this, and then they were supposed to go fix this. But we going to take it step by step and go around the corner and take this shit on the road. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be, say, somebody go through your old files at the hospital, and they find out it was a mistake in there, that, your doctor said that you got, you ripped, but they really accidentally cut you. And then that's a malpractice suit. Well, you never knew about this, but somebody been stalking you like that, so they could find out, so they could go get the money for this. And then even if you find out later on, another doctor look at you, say, did anybody ever told you that you have this thing down here? Usually that's for, I don't know what that, usually that's from this other thing. And you say, really? Is that why I'm having problems with my urine or something? Or, oh my gosh. And then you're like, oh, well, I got a lawsuit. I only had that child 10 years ago. Maybe I could go, it's going to be too late because somebody already did it. Okay. And some of these people sneaked in the hospital and did stuff to you to make the malpractice. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So we got the Emperor here. All right. It's not an illusion. There could be an Emperor here. All right. This Emperor, I feel like this Emperor, somebody is like, I'm the Emperor. It's not no illusion. This person is not like the rest or something. But I feel like this person, this Emperor is feeling they had a dream, or something is above their head, or somebody is supposed to be above their head. Something is something is being handled in some type of situation. Maybe this Emperor wants something with this person, or the emperor want to stand up one last time, but he want to step down. Or this could be somebody that's purchasing a woman or a man or somebody to be like the number two to his child or something like this. Okay. All right. Somebody want to bring you down from higher than them by selling you off or giving you off to their son or their nephew or something like this. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, they could have already tried to solidify this with Chariot in reverse energy. Okay. All right. And something like this is not rejected or is not going to be rejected, or you're not going to be able to reject this. Okay. But I'm guessing if you find out who this is, you will. Okay. This could be somebody, like I said, there's a feminine energy that was stuck in the mud that's above this emperor and he confused. So that's how I said they could have brought some. This could be like Beetlegeist trying to sneak and get married to that girl. This could be, what was I gonna say? This could be this kind of situation here. With because something could have already happened here, and somebody let it happen. And this could be somebody trying to get you out of something. They want to free you out. Like somebody, somebody falling in love with somebody at like the imprisonment camps. You know them love stories and stuff from back in the day when people was in like, Auschwitz or some place or something. And, the guard fell in love with a Jewish girl or something, something like this. And they don't want this person in this conditions, or they went and found out that somebody is somebody. They're not supposed to be in this place. Release this person, when what's his name, Northup, because this could be some kind of road that all the people in your family take, but somebody remove your Ace of Cups or something like this before you could actually, they wanted you to talk out loud and everything like this online, but before you could get yourself to safety or find the way, somebody stripped you of that information. But I think when that Northup person, they came down there and they said, we got his papers right here, whatever. And they're like, you're not going to take my nigger. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, listen, we got the paperwork right here. We already know, you got to let him go. All right. Could be somebody could be in a 12 years of, I almost bit my tongue. Somebody could be in a 12 years of slave energy here. And these people that got filled off many times before off of whatever you have to offer. It's like God ain't even let somebody have their own blessings until they away from these people. And it's like these people got something on lock. Could just be your money. Like people are trying to act like you don't have nothing left. The well is run dry or something. But it's just not true. These people just can't have anything else. You may be going somewhere else where you can nurture these people, but they're not getting anything else because they're just greedy. And they don't want to give anything back. Yeah, Queen of Wands in reverse. Whoever somebody was sleeping with behind somebody's back or something like this, they're not the one, male or female. I could have been sleeping with somebody. You could have been sleeping with somebody. Whoever this is, somebody was sleeping with somebody and as like for a feel or for an ego booster, or like I said, these are the painkillers, these practitioners or whatever. And this is not their stuff. Okay, somebody's stopping something right now. Okay, because this person is trying to get something here that don't belong to them. All right. So I don't know who is this emperor or whatever, but the person, like, this ain't no illusion. This person ain't like the rest of them people or something like this. I think I found something. This person might want you to go. I'm just trying to tell you. So I don't know if they already solidified something. This could also be some. I'm hearing that I want you, like I want you or something, and it's like, oh no. If this what I think this is, no. This could be this pay energy. Somebody is not something, but now somebody can't have what they think they're about to have. No, somebody. I'm telling you, somebody is. Ooh, yeah, no. I just don't like a certain person because of what they trying to do. See, they don't understand. They think it's personal. It's not personal. This is strictly business, dude. It's strictly business, dude. You know what I'm saying? This ain't even nothing personal. I refuse to bow down, step down, bend, mold, whatever this is. It just, no. Take a lesser, no. You take me right up to the top where the fuck I'm supposed to been, teach me what I need to know, and get the fuck out my face. You see what I'm saying? I'm not playing with these people. Telling you. Yeah. Somebody is standing on what they said. There ain't no going back and forth about it. It ain't no going to, you sure you want your children or whatever to go to jail? You want shit? Yes. You sure you want this bitch? She was fighting hard. Yeah, for this person to have power over me, or try to make me look stupid, or I'm the savior of the savior, or some shit like this, when you was the one that was stealing something in the first place. Like, no, it's not. It's not going down like that. Hold on one second, y'all. You know, I used to hide when